TMA live, and this is the Pigeon. I'm joined by the Dino and Mr. Moves.
I'm in, yes. We've been joined. Special guest. He's been allowed out of his little hole for tonight and been allowed to join us providing the free-kick balls.
Oh, the wall has been defended. The Great Wall still hasn't been defended, but there you go.
I signed the Great Wall getting defended yet, but we're hopeful.
Oh, one day. Right, okay, we do a couple of things with Muzzy. Just remember Mr. Paul Muzzy. His vlogs are absolutely brilliant. I watched the ladies' one.
I didn't get a chance to see that one. I need to go back and watch them.
Absolutely brilliant, mate. I'll tell you. Go on to YouTube. Type in Paul Muzzy, and it will come up. It'll be the first thing you'll see. And he does loads of vlogs. This is not just Watford. It's a load of other vlogs there, but obviously he's a Watford fan, so it's special vlogs for Watford. He's sharing them on the forum, so good job with him. So have a look, guys. It's really good. And also Retro Rewind wasn't on today, but he has promised me it's going to happen very, very shortly.
Yes.
So yeah, he will be back. like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he will be back. So
there we go. It'd be a ramage.
There's no ramage
just
yet. But that Legends,
guys, it will happen.
The Legends talk will be very shortly. But just remember, guys, the best left back for our TMA team. We've already got Cohen. We've already got Gibbo.
We're going to have some fun with this one tonight, I think, because there's going to be a lot of contenders.
Right, score then, mate. Let's go on to Arsenal yesterday.
Well, just before we go to Arsenal, just quick hello. Suggsy's joined us tonight. So Dave Quick has joined us in. And Watford Woody is on as well. Good evening to all three of you. And remember, keep your comments coming in, keep your opinions coming in, questions you want us to answer as well. We are going to be answering them.
Yeah, and this one is donated. I just want to say, Watford Woody donated the tailor-made army scarf, mate. So I did actually get it from my mum. So cheers, mate.
Chris is just joined. Very good evening, Chrissy boy. Right, last night, I've only just come back down to earth after what is just unbelievable performance. That's the best way I can put it. You know, first half we did stand off them, and Silva was right. We did show them a bit too much respect, but second half, did we come out all just blazing at them and saying, you know what, this is our backyard, and you ain't getting nothing from us. Can't fault the team spirit, cannot fault the performance, cannot fault the effort from the players when you get going after an international break again. Absolutely brilliant, and you know, I'm going to single out one player in particular, and I'm hoping a lot of you are going to agree with this, but Miguel Britos last night was, for me, absolutely phenomenal. Coming back in after serving his punishment, serving a 3-match ban, he could have played against West Brom, but you know, Silva said no, I'm sticking with what I've been playing with because it's working. And then last night got asked to do a job, and my, did he do that job with absolute sheer brilliance, I thought. And for me, I actually had to say he was man of the match, because he had about 5 or 6 blocks. His tackling was absolutely spot on, even though there was a moment when Arsenal broke down the right-hand side in the second half and everyone just suddenly saw the space and thought, oh God, here we go again. But he held his nerve, he kept his cool, and he didn't dive in like he did it on knockout. And it was just fantastic to see him back playing, and I feel that he's more than learned his lesson. And like I say, with performances like that, you know, everyone forgets about what happened in the past. So,
he's proven us all wrong. Without a doubt. I was one of them, and I've said that a million times.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he's proven us all wrong. And yeah, like I say, when they announced the thing, he was man of the match, I was a little bit sceptical about that. I would have quite happily said Miguel Britos, but but yeah, apart from that, the whole team again was just brilliant. The Corey was fantastic in the middle. Cleverly, he was superb in getting that winner. You know, he's been waiting for his first goal since rejoining the club for God knows how long. And well, what a way to do it!
Someone's picking their nose and not marking.
I'm not guilty of that.
I was going to say, anybody want to tell Saka what the rules of football are and what you're not meant to be doing?
Tell him how to tackle for one thing. You'd probably help him as well.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I say, it was a fantastic effort from all of them. You know, battling to the end yet again. The backbone of that team, the mentality in that team. I just feel, it really is onwards and upwards with these boys, and anything is absolutely possible. I think Pereira had a good game in the middle. First full start since coming back from his injury, and he's, he was right to sub him because his legs were about to go, and I think he sort of signalled enough's enough, I need to come off. Great substitutions from Silva, taking the right players off at the right time, bringing the right players on. Still staying positive. He starts off with what we think now was a 3-4-3 formation. I thought it was more 3-5-2.
3-5-2
start. It looked like a 3-5-2 to start with, and then switching to the traditional, what's now becoming a custom, a 4-3-3. Like I say, just the way they're all passing, and all their, the work off the ball as well is, it's showing through. It's really, really good, and I think there is a lot more of it to come. What we still got to remember is there's still players out injured that have got to come back in this team.
Yeah, but guys, what do you think of the change of the? What do you think changed the game?
Bringing Dini up.
Yeah,
without a doubt, because we weren't. Mertesacker was having it far too easy, and Koscielny was just a bystander for most of it because he didn't even understand what was going on. Especially when Richarlison kept roasting him and saying,
that was
cool. I think he was more concerned about the cab number for local Watford taxi, but
Did you think the free work though? I didn't think.
What, the front three?
R3 at the back.
R3 at the back.
I didn't think they were getting in too easy for me.
Yeah, and I think that's. I think it's because it's a tried and tested one. I think the fact that it was probably the wrong game to do it. I think I know he wanted to cut the threat of what Arsenal were meant to pose with their attacking players, but probably not that game to do it. I think he probably should have stuck with what he knew best and kept it like that. But saying that, we got away with it and we got 3 points out of it, which was more than justifiable. So I don't think he's going to do it again in a hurry. I think he's probably learned his lesson.
It's adaptable.
It is adaptable because he's showing, unlike, yet again, I'm going to go back to last season, where you asked the player to go and play in a position for a bit, and he didn't even know what he was doing, and he was getting roasted. A bit like naming 4 centre-backs and playing a 4 across the back. Doesn't work. No. So, for me, it's tried and tested. It was the wrong game to do it, but he then flipped it round, fixed it, and then we came piling forward at all guns blazing at every single opportunity. So,
yeah, I've mentioned about the unsung hero cleverly. He was absolutely outstanding yesterday. He'd done the dirty stuff that you don't usually notice during the games.
Yeah.
And okay, we didn't take much. He didn't take much credit for the goal, but that wasn't actually his fault. I mean, you had 3 centre backs. Match of Day repeated it as well. You could see it. 3 centre backs, tall centre backs. You get one of the smallest players in our team marking their tallest one. Well, what do you expect is going to happen?
Did you actually hear in the post-match interview about this? Because they actually asked him about it.
Yeah.
And he said he wasn't told to mark him. He was told just to pick him up and try and stop him running.
What's the point in that then?
Strength-wise, Mertesacker's got to run on them.
Exactly.
Well,
so that's marking.
But they said, that's how he was interpreting it. But they said they had a discussion about it at half time, and they managed to swap it round. And all of a sudden, when they had the corner, they aimed for him again. It didn't work. So whatever got said, it worked.
When you double up on him, though. Yeah, you and me. So even if he's short, double up.
Well, you said something about this, didn't you? You said something about the half time.
Well, yeah. Well, Dini come on, he should have been the one man marking him, but still cleverly, corner was marking him again, though.
Yeah, that's what we all said. That's what we all said when Dini come on. It was like, surely he's going to get the nod to say, right, I'll swap with you. I'll go and mark him and sort him out.
Yeah,
he didn't.
But and it is a weird one. But they've learned from it. And
well, I hope so.
I mean,
just quit the zonal marking.
Well, Alison said about with a lot of strength amongst the team yesterday. You could see we wanted a win. The will to win was basically transmitted through Cleverly.
Yeah.
But amongst others, but Cleverly was typified that spirit.
He was like becoming the linchpin at one point to say, look, I'm going to break the play up, and take the ball and take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah.
But the Decore as well, I thought was awesome last night. That boy just can't do anything wrong in my eyes at the minute. He's
then you think we look fitter than them last 20 minutes. I did.
Yes, I do, and I think
we stepped up another gear second half,
because
the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's another difference from last season. You know, you've had Twatzari's training methods that were tried, tested, and above all useless. And you know, the players were complaining last season about doing too much training and too much of the wrong thing. Now this year we seem to have a balance of doing the right thing at the right time, and all of a sudden players' energy levels are up. Now is that something to do with the team spirit? Is that something to do with the manager? Is he taking his foot off the gas a bit and got rid of certain aspects of it?
I reckon he's changed it a bit. Spirit.
Yeah, he's definitely changed the team spirit, and he's definitely changed something in training that makes them all train hard. And I think it's also possibly something to do with the fact that he's saying, if you want to play, I'm going to make you train, and you're going to train hard, and you're not going to. I'm not just going to accept you just because of your name.
You can see it with Deeney, the genuine hunger when that guy comes on now. Yeah. When you see him in the, like you saw him on BT Sport. I know we can go on about the cojones, but you can genuinely see how hungry that guy is and how happy he is. Look, I've got to wait my turn, and that's the attitude of the place. You know, I'm hungry. I want to prove myself, but I will have to wait my turn. There's an acceptance, but that competitive spirit is there.
Yeah.
And we just didn't have a lot of that last season.
A lot of it last season. Although I was a little bit concerned last night when Holebas didn't get the free kick he wanted and almost lashed out.
What one was that?
That was in the second half. You know, when down in the bottom right corner when we were attacking, he didn't get his own way and he lashed out a bit, and I was a little bit worried. I thought, please don't get the red card out. We don't need this. Not today of all days. But I think even if we'd gone down to 10 minutes, I think we would have lost.
No. Do you think the pundits just don't like us for some reason? I know people say, "Oh, it's the violin being played here."
There is a genuine hate from some of them, and you can see it in their eyes that they don't like us. You know, yet again, BT Sport. Oh, it's Watford versus Arsenal, and in the studio today, Martin Keown and Robbie Savage. Since when has Robbie Savage played for Watford? Answer: never.
Well, Jay and Alison have both said, and they're typified it because I've seen Jay say this a few times, and Alison, and they've said this on here as well, that they, you know, the pundits always got us down for a loss. Yeah,
exactly,
especially against the big sides.
Yeah,
and Merson as well. Merson's got to keep
Merson, what's the score, mate?
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. You're a legend. Just purely for your baptism.
Well, I did see something yesterday that said Mark Lawrenson had us down for a 2-0 defeat, and Merson had us down for a 2-1 defeat. So Merson technically got the scoreline right, but the wrong way round. Thank you, Merson. Thank you.
Keep going against us.
Right. Penalty.
I'm going to be honest. I'm
going
to be honest. I said no, and this was during live. We both said no.
Yeah.
But seeing it in the slow motion, he did get clipped. But I do think he's going to get a ban. I think they're going to make an example of Watford.
We know people are going to say, and I said this: it's done. The penalty's given, it scored. End of. But you look at it from both ways. If it was Arsenal doing that, which have done it plenty of times, and it's karma for Wenger, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes,
I would be up in arms.
Yeah, you would.
But they say it's twofold. The speed that these players are running at, a little touch, they go down. But you can also say the other side, it was soft. I'm complaining because we saw
the view I had from the rookery end being halfway up. To me, it was stone wall. It generally was a stone wall.
That replay behind, it looked like a stone wall.
Yeah.
From the back, it looked like he caught him.
And you're sitting there and you're seeing him directly run.
Yeah.
And he's already gone past him, and you just see Bellerin cut across a bit and go, you know what, bang. I'm sorry, but you just can't do that. No matter what team you're playing for, you're not going to get away with it.
I was surprised.
And you know, you could see Swarbrick, he had a good view of it, and he was looking, he saw the contact, he's like, no, spot kick straight away. You know, all right, they want to bring in this new system of like reviews, like they do in cricket, like they do the DRS thing.
Yeah.
You know, they said they want to try that. Well, I don't think you would have got a conclusive result out of it anyway. Because if it had been overturned, it would have kicked off.
Yeah.
If it had been still stood, people would have kicked off. So you wouldn't have. You're not going to erase it like that. But for me, I say definite top kick, and
well, look
right to give it.
I really we should have really mentioned Arsenal fans here because I just personally think it's parody. But fair play to a few of these more sensible ones that not the DTs and the troops and all that lot, but they actually said, fair play. The penalty is not the reason why they lost. The fact is, Watford wanted it more, and especially the second half. Like I said, the first half was average because a better team, i.e. Man City, put us to the sword with that kind of performance. Second half, rolled up our sleeves, played with a bit more passion, dug in, changed the system, brought on Deeney as well to top it all off.
Yeah,
and because we went more of a flat back four in the second half.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
looked more comfortable.
Yeah, you saw when Mariappa was substituted, you saw literally the nod to say it's for you lot of the ball, and you know what you're going to be doing. But I think also last night, I think one thing I really, in this game of the defence again, having Britos back in the team, him and Holibas, my, they were working like no tomorrow. The link up between them, the communication between them.
Yes.
One of them saying, hang on a minute, are you covering that one? Oh no, hang on a minute, right, I'll cover that, you stay here. And they were swapping over. At one stage, I thought, since when Holibas been a centre back? He was almost in the set. He was almost on the penalty spot at one point.
Going with that comfortable.
Yeah.
That is when you get comfortable. You want to do that. You want to go for the extra tackle. You want to.
Even though it left us exposed on the left-hand side, he was still prepared to make a gamble and say, "Well, we can see." But thankfully, Arsenal forgot their shooting boots, which they do most weeks.
Guys, Legends chat. We've done the goalkeeper, we've done the right back. So far, we've got Coton in goal, we've got Gibbo at right back. I think that was unanimous, especially the Coton one. Yeah. Guys, go for your left back so far.
Yeah, go for the left backs. Get ready.
Guys, hello, Jay, Russell, Watford Woody, Luke Aaron, Cliff. We've got Martin Vinter, the Sheriff is in town, Mike Rudd, Surin, Stuart, Kevin,
the legend,
Cliff, the Sheriff.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jerry, we've got Gary, and we've got Lisa. Alan's back again, even from Glasgow by Alan. So, cheers, guys. We will try and get to all your views very shortly, guys.
Alan's travelling up and down the country now. I think he's promoting Watford. He's got a new job.
He has. It's like Muzzy and Alan are
everywhere. They'll be going on tour soon somewhere. It's a European tour.
Well, European tour. I'm trying to get my passports getting sorted. Right, someone's got to pay for my passport. Right, guys, go for your best left backs. Let's get the left backs in. We've got Paul Robinson. We've got Wilf Rostrom. And we have also got a couple of ex-players that we will hopefully be interviewing very soon. We've got Richard Johnson online now. So Jono's here. We've got Mark Hogan, not Hulk Hogan, and he says, "Hi guys, I'm tuning in from Thailand."
Brilliant!
It's gone 2 in the morning here, so we are. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Good morning.
Rostrom from Stuart. And Capu was the centre back as well, but that is for Thursday, Mr. Heron. Total football, it's great stuff. I've seen Jalabar play there before, So
exactly.
Robbo for me, I love it.
Well, I'm gonna throw one into the mix for this Legends one. Peter Kennedy.
Yes. Ooh. And why? Tell me.
Why?
Not because I disagree, but why? Tell me.
Why? Well, I think at the time, you had him and Robbo coming through.
Yeah.
Well, Robbo coming through, I had Peter Kennedy there.
Yeah.
But for me, Peter Kennedy was a very, very good left back. Up and down, he could cross the ball, he could take a free kick. He was a good all-round left back. And at times over the years, that's what we've missed. And now we've got that back with Holibas. So I'm not saying Holibas is going in this. I'm just.
But you're more than welcome.
To suggest. Please, try again. I'll endorse it.
I'll purely put him on that delivery for Richarlison for West Brom. That's pretty much the Legends thing. I'm going to put Wilf Rostrom. Okay. I'm going to go for Wilf Rostrom. I'm trying to add too many 80s things, but it's just the way it's going at the moment. And don't you forget, you won't forget this, but remember, Kennedy scored at least 13 goals during the 97-98 as well.
He did, yeah, when I was going, yeah, that's when I was.
It's a nice little double against that team near Dunstable as well.
Yes, that team near Dunstable that was formerly known as Junction 10 of the M1.
The Kennel.
The
Kennel.
Yes.
That's what you call it.
Yeah, that's. I thought that was Batsy Dog's.
It's a mixture of the two.
It's a mixture. Ah, okay, now
it's
you
a fusion, shall we say, of the two. Right, let's go and just quickly mention the ladies. They actually won in midweek.
Give them a round of
and it
applause
was
for that.
Thursday, it was fantastic. 1-0 against Millwall in the Conti Cup. They got revenge very quickly after the 4-0 defeat they suffered by Millwall in the league. Was it Millwall in the league? His first game of the season, was it?
I thought it was only 3-0 they lost.
3-0. Well, they lost anyway.
Yeah, they lost.
And we got
and
the first clean sheet because we always look at it and they always get not heavily beat. They've had a difficult start to the season.
New team.
That's it. New team. They've got new ideas, new manager. Yep.
So it's good. It's going to take time, but yeah, it's a fantastic result for them. Well done to the ladies, and hopefully onwards and upwards now. Great. It'd be great next week if they got their first win as well. And don't forget, end of this month they are at home to Tottenham Ladies. So that is Kings Langley's Football Club. Kings Langley Football Club. End of this month on the Sunday.
Yep.
3 o'clock kickoff down there. Get down there. Apparently they did have a good crowd as well Thursday. About 300, I think, went down, something like that. I don't know if Mr. Fuzz is on, if he can convert that crowd attendance. I'm sure we can.
Well, when Dave Cricks just posted it up, because I don't it's a bit away from the comments, but when did Kennedy score his hat-trick? What game did he score his hat-trick? Was it home and away as well? I've got it here. I knew that. We know that anyway, but I thought I'd just throw that in because of the
I think it was at home. But
go on, Dino.
For 1998. Yep. 1998. We were in. Did one of the two?
Did 2 in that tip. It's right. League One now, isn't it?
Yeah, right. So League One. I'm going to go with.
Starts with an S.
Sheffield United.
Southend away.
Southend away.
That's my nearest memory. And it was when with the ladies team, Paul Muzzy does vlogs.
Yes, he does.
I said this at the start. He does vlogs. Go on the YouTube. Put Paul Muzzy. Got his own channel. He shares a lot with us, but he's got his own channel. We tried to lynch him into our vlogs here, but he said no. I've got my own channel. He's absolutely brilliant. We did say we're going to try and plug it as much as we can because he does the vlogs and he also says hello to us lot as well. So we know he's on the forum. So guys, go on to YouTube, type in Paul Muzzy, and go onto his channel. It's got vlogs from the ladies' game that they victoriously won 1-0 on Thursday, and also he's done one for the Arsenal game yesterday, apparently.
Oh, did he? Oh, fantastic! I
believe he's done one for yesterday. So, and also we promised to say that Richard Lee,
yes,
he's on the forum now as well. So, hi, Rich. I know he said he's going to try and listen in. He's offering a free tester session. If you go to gkicon.com and register with your kids, to go get a free session with a couple of goalkeeping legends, especially with Richard Lee. So that's worth a go for your kids. Aspiring goalkeepers and who's better to
better to learn from.
Lee, sadly, had to retire a bit early. I think shoulder problems. I think.
Yeah.
He's another possible Watford legend shout for a goal.
Yeah, well. Exactly.
So guys, go to for a free tester goalkeeping session. For your kids, go on to gkicon.com and register with him, and more details will be posted up every week by Richard on the forum as well. So
another unsung player, the Arsenal game, happens to be Gomez, because he changed the game when they're through for 2-0.
2 good saves.
And he saved
really
it, and then it was offside as well.
The Iwobi one. Yeah, the Lino didn't give it.
Yeah. And he saved it, and then we went and got the penalty. So he's another. I don't know he's a hero, but he's done 3 or 4, which I said they got it way too easy for my liking.
Yeah, they did. They did unlock us at times. It was. But I think yet again, Cavaselli last night as well. I think it was he was fantastic, especially when he sprinted back as fast as he could to try and
to come. Didn't go this.
No, it didn't. Thank God, and he didn't get cramp either. Can we just confirm
the
that?
Cramp boy thing has been wiped.
Yeah, that's truly wiped. I reckon that was part of Mazzaro's training. That's why it happened.
I think every injury is part of Mazzaro's training. To be honest, it's a bit strange that apart from the centre backs walking wounded, one was international duty, so we sort of let off Silver for that one.
Yeah,
his stuff, but we haven't had
We haven't had too many injuries.
Touch wood.
Touch wood, yeah, touch wood.
Oh, blimey.
Hang on a minute, I've got to lean across.
And Richard Lee does love to save a penalty, David. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, he does. He certainly does.
How far pro doing now? Is he fit or is he...
Well, someone told me on Friday that it could be Stoke City he returns for. They don't think he's going to be ready for Chelsea next weekend.
I'd pretty much save him for Stoke, to be honest, because the two that done it yesterday, I mean, Britos as a 3, but Cavaselli and Max again looked awesome.
I know you boys will cover this more on Thursday, but
go for it,
I do have a sneaky feeling Mariappa might make way next Saturday. I've just got a feeling. I think the way Britos played and showed Silva, you know, you've given me the shirt back, you've given me a start. You know, he hammered it home, and I just feel that there could be a change. I could be wrong. Okay, you know, I'm prone to being wrong.
Saying that Chelsea aren't a big team at the moment.
They're not, they've got no Kante, Moratti's we've dealt with for next week.
I don't think he's going to be fit. I think
Kante's not going to be fit.
That's good.
Yeah, that'd be good. Although, mind you, last season, he wasn't there last season, was it? Kante. Yeah, no, he was there last season. He still running ragged in midfield. And that was Capoue doing that.
Do you agree with Ray that, and I there's some sort of truth in this actually. He said Richarlison reminds him of a young John Barnes in a lot of ways.
To an extent, I see that.
No, little traits.
Yeah.
Not saying that he's John Barnes or anything like that. Little But, you know, some sort of things you see, the way he runs down the wing, the way he tries to challenge people. Barnes did that.
Yeah.
You know, you can see. I think Ray's got a good point there. You know that. You know, you can see little. He's not the finished art. I think you've got to realise the guy's at 19.
Yeah, I really, you know, Deeney's post-match chat yesterday, I think was absolutely spot on when he said about Richarlison still being a kid and got to protect him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And the other thing we've also got to keep an eye on is, and Deeney hammered it home. He's been playing near enough non-stop since January.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to come into play. You know, all right, we get the international break, he gets a little rest, but he hasn't had a proper rest like a lot of them. You know, and he's still, his energy levels are still really high, so
that's the youth enthusiasm and stuff carries you through especially at that age.
But it's just also a worry if he starts to burn out a bit. What are they going to do?
And that's down to the manager protecting him.
Yeah, exactly.
He might place him on the bench, but he's that sort of player. By the looks of it, will get frustrated.
Yeah, you can't knock him out of the team.
He'd rather, well, you can't.
Not
one of the best players at the moment, isn't he?
So, but yeah, that would be that's an interesting one. He is showing signs of it.
He just gets the team up, though. He's exciting play. He gets the fans.
I remember a very, very young Rooney at Everton when they said about, you know, we've got to protect this kid. You know, it's a similar sort of thing. It's not a complete copy, but it's a similar sort of thing where you've got to protect these youngsters. You know, not wrap them in cotton wool, but just almost like that, and just say, nurture them slowly.
Yeah, you know, don't overdo it and don't burn yourself out. I think
keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, literally. Or if you're Richarlison, just lift one leg up and
try. How quick is he though? Because that bloody beast is no slouch, is he?
Koscielny got roasted constantly last night, and Bellerin as well.
He's one of the quickest, and
he's left him standing. You know, but yeah, he's an exceptional talent. Yeah, exceptional.
I think now, going with attacking options, I think it's high time Deeney will be the mainstay now. And I was on the side of Gray.
He's becoming more and more inevitable. And I think unless we can play to Gray's strengths in certain games and get the best out of him, it's going to be it's going to be hard.
Say inevitable with Gray.
It's going to come with Gray.
I think it's certain games where you're playing.
And the good thing with the Hornets, we do, and every fan likes to criticise, and it's healthy. Criticism is healthy in some ways. Gray knows Gray knows if he doesn't score goals, people will criticise him because there's a big price tag.
Yeah,
there's plenty of time. He's integrated now. He does work hard.
He worked hard, very hard.
If he was scoring goals for fun, the work rate people can forgive. It's the other way around. When people have the work rate is there. Okay, first half. They say, I think a lot of the time he was isolated up there.
Yeah, but the one thing I did notice, and I remember in one of the recent home games, I criticised him heavily for, was when opposition were doing a back pass, and you think you want your striker to literally go and chase it down to force him into force the keeper into kicking it straight away or screwing the kick up.
Yeah.
And last night I actually saw it happen at least 2 occasions in the first half, and there was almost one occasion I reckon about that far away from getting it, and I thought finally he's actually clicked and thought if I try and charge him down, he might slip, and then I've got an open goal because no one else was tracking back.
Nicky Aaron's mentioned this with Gray as well. We could put him on the right if need be, and still accommodate Deeney.
You know, there are options.
Kevin's mirrored that from Luke as well. We could put both of them up front if we need to. It's an option because Gray has done that in the past.
Well, where I sit last night, where I was sitting last night, we were all debating when we saw Deeney warming up. We were like, is he going to go to up top? Is he really going to launch it? But then we saw the board come up and we were like, no, he's sticking with what he knows. He's had a think and gone, you know what? I reckon he might just do all right on his own, and he did. You know, it was brilliant. You know, couldn't fault Dean's work rate when he come on. He was just sprinting after everything.
Like Paul said, you could see the hunger.
It's completely changed the ethos of how we were playing with what I mean is we weren't lumping it, but the physical threat was more when he came on.
And I think right, we work out, whereas before we get the ball, we're looking to go on the attack, and it's like bang, bang, bang. This time it was, I'm stuttering to get going. It's like trying to start my car at the minute.
What Woody said, and you've said that me and you have both agreed on this one, where he says he's not a holding player. He's one of those who sits off, and you said this, sit off the last shoulder of the defender, push on. And like I said, and he said this as well. You know, it gave us an extra option where they weren't. Gray's working into our hands here. We've got him in our pocket. And Deeney came and was like, what the bloody hell's this? Because it was a complete thing. He says, right, just come at me, let's have some.
And you saw it straight away after the sub was made when we had the goal kick. You know, Deeney's like going between them. Koscielny's looking at Mertesacker saying, you take him because I don't want anything to do with him. You could see it straight away. Koscielny was not interested in marking Deeney. And Mertesacker was just like, all right, I'm going to have to take the bruises. So, you know, I think there's a, strong case for him.
What do we think we should learn from the first half? Because the West Brom, it happened at West Brom. It probably happened in part with Man City, but they were absolutely brilliant. And it's the sitting off. I know what we do, and we know all this now. When we win, we always look at some of the negative things to improve on the last game. And when we win, we know what we do here. We always, when we lose, we always look at positive.
I think the way to improve the first half performances is to tell the lads, you don't drop off. We keep, it's a 90-minute game. It's a 90-minute plus game. So we're going to have to keep that tempo going from start to finish. And I think that's what done us a little bit last night in the first half, was that we just couldn't. I think Arsenal at times could have dictated that tempo, and it was like, no, it's our backyard we're in. We're going to dictate the tempo, and I think he's just he's getting it across. He's getting it across to them, but I think against some of the bigger teams, he's got, they've just got to go. We need to be on it as soon as the ball is kicked. We can't just go, oh, you know what? Let's just go through the gears. No, you've got to find third, fourth, or even fifth gear straight away. You can't start in first gear. No, because you're going to get found out.
Well, you said something about
slow starting, it's respecting, it's backing off too much, the pressing. It was all right for 5 minutes, and then they slowly they're too comfortable, weren't they? Even at the back, it was way too easy.
Look at the contrast. It's a game of two halves. Obvious. This is a Michael Owen quote now, isn't it?
Even Mertesacker said that, though.
Mertesacker said it was a game of two halves. In terms of they were on top first half, and second half, we wanted it more. We just bullied them off, especially the last 20 minutes.
But you and me said, well, especially when Deeney's starting, the strength-wise.
Well, that's what we all said in the pub before the game. Even I said it the other way. I said this was a Deeney game from to start. If he had started from the off,
been different.
I think it would have been a completely different outcome. So I don't think they would have scored.
No, maybe not. Corner
at times in the second half, you could see one or two Arsenal players getting really frustrated. You could see in their eyes, especially when Ozil went clean through. Everyone's expecting him to put it in the back of the net. I'm sorry, but even I can do better than that. And I seriously mean that. I can finish that better than what he could.
He's lazy.
It was lazy, and it proves that he's not. His mind isn't right. He's left. He's gone from that club already.
When me and Paul were talking, hoping he'd start because of his defending, weren't we? Saying great going forward, but defensive-wise, it'll suit us because he don't.
Well, that's the thing, and I think at the end, in injury time, when we were just piling bodies forward, their midfield went missing. They were nowhere. They were just falling about.
And some of that.
Yeah, and then Xhaka decided to pick his nose. Well done, Xhaka. That's what you get paid for being a Swiss international. Right?
Oh yes, it pays off.
It pays off beautifully.
Persistent pays off. Well, let's go on about the flag. Let's give the 1881 some credit for that.
The boys at the 1881, I've got nothing but admiration.
I mean, you guys were underneath it, but when you saw it on TV, it was awesome.
We didn't even know what it was going to be because Roy kept saying it is being kept under wraps until literally it gets lifted up. So no one knew what it was. I had a clue what it was going to be.
It's a great surprise. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and for it to fill the whole entire rookery end. Yeah. 35 metres by 85 metres, or the other way around, whichever way you do it.
It was one hell of a flag.
Yeah, it was one hell of a flag. But yeah, fantastic flag. Well done to all those boys. Roy, Barry, Ali. The lads at 1881, you do a fantastic job every week, and I salute you for it. And I've had the pleasure of going on their coaches for away games. It is nothing but pure entertainment on there as well. So
they deserve all the credit, and everyone who helped them, especially on the Monday when we I mean, hopefully, like we said, if we shouted and got one person from our podcast, we've done our job.
I know one person did go down. He's the legend Sir Surin. Went down there, so
Surin,
who sits where he wants, like he did last night, apparently. Again,
I love that picture. Did you see that picture you posted on Facebook? Where him just standing there, almost an empty stadium, standing with Surin at the back, number 8.
I know he could have actually photoshopped Surin next time. Photoshop it and do it at the Emirates because that'd be their stadium summed up in one.
Oh please, 2-1 again. 2-1 again. Thank you very much. And then do it at the I would say library, but it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? Oh god, record breakers 1881 Watford really. I mean, Ray Cook said about going back to that Barnes thing. I know it's brought it to it, but he said Taylor originally backed him in Cottonwall.
He did.
I mean, we were young boys at that time, but Roll gets there. We were young boys at that time.
We were young boys.
And he did that as well, especially in the first couple of years of him signing pro. Especially when we knew we had a special talent, and we knew the clubs like Liverpool eventually did will be sniffing around him very early. How the hell we managed to hold on to him for that long? I mean, success being top of the table most of the time with Watford sort of helped a little bit. Even in that day, it was a bloody good achievement.
He's a talent,
Surin sat at the very back in the second half, apparently. As well.
Yeah, so I didn't see the photo. That's why I said he was sitting where he wanted to get last night. Disowned his own seat and went up the back. What a rebel!
Yeah, we were. Well, apparently, I've been. And we will try and get him on. He's sitting over there. We'll get Mr. Barry Johnson on here on Thursday.
Everton, I can't wait to go down.
Apparently, we've got just the lower bit for the Everton game. Yes,
just the lower.
Just the lower, apparently.
Is that not on the table, Barry? Sorry.
Yeah, we'll get him on Thursday.
I was going to say, is that because of the disgraceful kick-off time? They're not expecting us to sell many tickets for it.
It was even worse on the Friday night one where it was 8 o'clock. But we will be there.
Yeah,
we have
you two will be. I don't know yet. It depends. And I really
we've got to get a hat trick at TMA.
Yeah, come on. It all depends if I've sorted my new car out.
Don't worry about the car.
I'm blooming decent. I'll get around.
Get on that, coach. It's only £10.
Come on, come on. You get in the car, you get away to.
Yeah, Ray says hands up who's cooking the next curry, Surin. So Dino's hands sort of slowly open.
Yeah. It's halfway up. Well, it opens, but he still doesn't defend the free kick ball.
Right, so your man of the match was Britos.
Without a doubt.
Man of the match. That was a good one. That was a good choice.
I'll give it to Cleverly.
Yeah,
he worked hard. He done a lot.
Cleverly and Britos very.
Not because he got the winner, but he done a lot of the hard work.
I just think because, like I said about the dirty work, he's done the stuff that you don't usually. Like a Dennis Irwin sort of style thing where you don't really notice anything that he does much until he comes up.
Actually, I'll tell you what. I actually just want to put this one out there. when we scored the winner, and everyone was like in front of the family stand, did the ref send somebody off? Because I was informed after the game that a red card was brandished at the dugout.
Now, in the paper, mate.
I didn't see anything in today's paper, but if anyone was in the East Stand and they possibly saw something, can they let us know? Because I can only assume that it might have been our assistant manager, and I think it was because I saw him bolting down the touchline.
I saw them jumping into
all the celebrations. So I've got a feeling it might have been our assistant manager.
He left the technical area.
I think it was, and he's got a slap on the wrist. So if anyone was in the East Stand, they saw it. Can they just clarify what went on? I know Cabaselli was booked.
Silver looked like he was nearly crying when we got the winner.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Passionate he was.
Yeah.
You know,
you were spazzing on the floor.
I was laying on the floor.
He was literally on that floor. That's a podcast in itself. Dino's inability to stand up after the game.
I thought that was 3 kicks.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about the
It's a mixture. It's a subtle mix.
Oh, brilliant. Right, Legends talk. What's the...
We're looking at... There's a lot of... Someone's actually said, and it's a good shout, because Baisley can play on both flanks. You could have had Kennedy, back in the day, you had Kennedy and Baisley swapping as well. Yeah. So you could have Baisley as a good shout there.
Baisley is a good shout.
Lukey Aaron said about Britos, about what you said. He was that experience at the back.
Yeah, it was the experience and the know-how. Yeah, and the fact he wasn't diving into tackles. He was behaving himself.
Saying that moves me and Pidge. He come across to block someone. We thought he was going to slide change.
Only thing with Britos, and I'm really impressed with him this season.
Oh my God. Take it out.
I think that's where was that in the first half when Welbeck ended up taking. Oh, in the second half.
It's just every time he goes cross, and he's rectified his errors. But remember last season when Bardi, I know Bardi falls over before anyone touches him, but he cuts across players, and he's done it so many times. And it's just, I know he didn't do it, but it's every time he goes near, it's like, don't cut across him, don't cut across him.
Well, I think we can say that about the flying tackle as well. Every time he goes, every time he's sprinting down on someone, it's like you don't want to see.
He's landed in Portugal now, so
he found him eventually. But yeah, no, like I said, I've said it once, I'll say it again. He was phenomenal last night, and he justified being put back in the team.
Some people put Gomez, a few have put Britos.
Yeah,
it's a good shout, very good shout. A lot of people put, Dave's put Cleverly and Gomez. Lukey Aaron's put, obviously, Cleverly was great. Siren, the voice of reason, has put Cleverly. So good they named him twice. Stuart, about the Legends talk, he's put Robinson and Mooney. Because Mooney's done it as well. Mooney's played left back and he played centre back. A few games. 97, 98 was his most potent on that, and I think he played more up front during 96. 97, 98 was more of his centre back sort of season. But he did play left back as well. He did play on the left.
This is some sort of. I'll tell you what, guys. This is going to go down to the wire. We are going to have to. A decision will get made.
We haven't got a clear winner on this left back situation. I think Paul Robinson's actually shading it. We've had more Paul.
I'll tell you what, Ray. Here's what we'll do. If we can't get a decision now, before the end of the podcast, we'll post it on the forum.
And we'll let you guys decide them,
we'll let everyone vote, and we'll let it run till Thursday, and by Thursday we'll have a decision as to who's going to be the left back.
Yeah.
So that's only if we can't get a clear-cut choice for left back. I think that's the only way we're probably going to sort it out.
Yeah.
If you boys are up for that.
Yeah. No. I think that's the only fair way. I think.
I've just actually seen a comment flash up. Your mum, myself.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
That was quite a while ago.
We're engaging in topical discussions.
We're in topical discussions, right? I always keep an eye out for that one, just because I don't want you to I don't want you to miss out.
As soon as you said about the something, was it about Britos? And you said I must ask. Oh no, it wasn't about the red card. You asked about the red card, and we will have Barry on with Toppy TV on Thursday. He's on Thursday. Thursday with Toffee TV.
He has some good opinions.
Right, and also heavy metal football that Klopp always goes on about. Here we go, heavy metal football. Right, Thursday it's me and Dino with special guest Barry Johnson, aka the Barrier. Toffee TV, it will be represented here, and we'll go for an Everton preview as well. Yeah, let's not Marco Silva because they can have water.
Yeah.
Right, that's another thing. We go on about this water business, but you know,
the rumours in the paper today saying they want Rafa Benitez instead.
We see a fat Spanish waiter, or some guy can't actually speak English. But you know what will happen? He'll just bring Zuniga and Mara Suarez with him. So there is some good coming out of that appointment. Keep him forward. There's a few hundred miles away from Booker's Road, so that's obviously a good.
Yeah, that'd be a very good thing.
But he won't moan that he's our player then, will he?
No.
You know. Mr. Parkhouse has now joined us. So
good evening, Parkhouse.
Yeah, and Thursday's rock night, right? Yeah, there is a rock element going to be on Thursday.
I'm going to enjoy this whilst I'm working out in the gym.
Yes.
Yes, mate. Yes.
With the rest of the sweaty on.
I'm definitely going to take my headphones with me Thursday night. Otherwise, it might get a bit interesting.
Yeah. Let's go with the free with Richard Lee. Let's go on about this once again. With Richard Lee is offering. He's on the form as well. Evening, Paul. Paul Parkhouse is now joining us. He said evening. But ex-Watford goalkeeper, obviously we all know him, Richard Lee, is offering a free tester goalkeeping session for kids. Go to gkicon.com and register. Quite easy. I ran a look at it today. It's literally right. The form's right below. So all you do is go on to gkicon.com, scroll down. It's got the registration form there. Click submit. He contacts you, and he's also said he's going to post loads more offers, freebie offers and stuff to just get into. It's a really good course as well, apparently, because I've heard about people going on those, and it's a really good session. And it's from top level keepers who've played the game at the top level, and he has played at the top level. So you got that, straight away respect with Richard as well. He's a good lad.
Without a doubt, quality keeper he was back in the day.
Right, go on to your podcast with Paul Muzzy. He's got his vlogs as well and podcasts. He's got a vlog from Arsenal and the home game, victorious home game. We might have to mention once again with the ladies.
Yeah,
winning 1-0.
The great win.
And you said they're playing at the end of the month as well.
Yes, they are. They're home. Don't forget, guys, end of the month, Sunday afternoon, end of the month. I think end of the month's October the 20th. I think it's October the 29th. They are at home to Tottenham ladies. If you can, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Get down there, take your season tickets with you. You get in for half price. I can't remember how much kids are. I think it's only £1 or something. So yeah, get down there if you can on the Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock and cheer them on, because I'm definitely planning on being down there.
Yeah.
So
could you see Deeney and Gray and Richarlison starting against Chelsea?
You could do. Do you guys? Do you see?
Because
do you see those three starts?
Because they're slow, but they've got the strength in the centre.
I think the other thing we're going to. I think the one change that is going to happen. I think Carrillo's going to come back in. The only reason why they said he didn't start was because he got back yet again so late from playing for Peru.
It'd be better. Pereira, he played well.
Yeah, Pereira did well. He didn't do himself any harm.
Stick him in the centre then. Take Capu out and stick him in the centre. That's not slaughtering Capu. I just think Pereira would be a better fit in there. As a long-term thing, we said that with Chalobah. We discussed that a couple of weeks ago.
I think Carrillo will come back next week. I don't, unless he decides to go with something different again. We're not. We don't know what he's thinking at the minute. I don't think the players know until tomorrow morning.
I think that's going to be the problem. It's going to be with Charleston. We'll touch upon more this on Thursday. But it's going to be with Charleston, Deeney, and Carrillo up front, and I think Cleverley will drop. Not Cleverley. Capu will sit off, and Pereira will drop in. I think that we've learned that the back three at the moment, because it can work, but at the moment we're more suited to the back four.
Well,
we're more comfortable, aren't we?
I don't think we're going to see a back three against Chelsea. I think he's going to go.
No. We'll get slaughtered if we get back three.
Me and Paul were saying it was good. He's had a go with a plan B. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
Put up, we'll see. It was just one. But at least he's giving it a go.
Well, Luke Aaron said about Pereira not being necessarily defensive minded. I do agree in some way Luke, but he does work hard. He does try and track back.
I was going to say, he was actually tracking back quite a bit last night, and I think that's what took it out of him in the end.
I mean, Capu's more defensive minded. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
I'll give Luke that with that opinion there. We're looking for a more solid 3, probably Capu. But if we're looking for a counter attack 3, then you put Pereira in.
Exactly.
Because he passes forward more.
And he will launch it. And if he has to launch it, he will launch it. If he has to ping one 60 yards up, he'll go for a 60-yard hit.
The other thing I love about our manager is in the first half, we done this meaningless long ball. It's terrible. And Silva's face of disgust. And you sort of go, what the hell was that? It weren't going near anyone.
I was going to say,
it's like, what is that?
I sort of like kept an eye on him at one point, and you could,
his facial expressions.
There was a bit of like interchange play going on down near the touchline, and he's looking as if to say, this is not what we rehearsed. You know, it's like he was trying to say, you no, that way.
Yeah,
do I not like that?
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah,
it's like, he's like, stop playing yourselves into trouble. Get out of trouble.
He was disgusting.
Oh, you could just hear Taylor go, Martin, can we not knock it? you could just hear him say that. You're Silver's head, you know. It goes to Taylor.
I felt a bit bad last night because we always do the minutes of applause on 72 minutes, but last night we couldn't because Dingy was taking the penalty.
Yeah.
And it was only when the game got restarted, it was on about 48 seconds, everyone started clapping.
Can I just say, my daughter is also, shall we just say, it's a half a Watford fan, shall we say. She's passed her first aid award so she's sitting out, she's standing over there. We will get her on one of these shows, possibly Thursday. Yeah, go on, Lucy. Go get it. We'll get her on this podcast in British Show Award. So
she deserves
something else on
a big show.
Still got a t-shirt on.
Don't panic.
Don't panic.
But can I just say, special shout out to just before Lucian brings out award then, Mr. Lloyd Dino has signed for Hemel Town.
Yes, guys. If you want to go and watch some non-league football now, get down to Hemel Town, because even when this broke on Thursday night, I could not believe it. Lloyd Doyley has officially signed for Hemel Town Football Club. I do have it on. I do have it on good authority. He was actually on the bench yesterday. They were away at Eastbourne. They won 2-0. He was on the bench. So hopefully, maybe next weekend he gets a start. I'm trying to think. I think they are at home next weekend. If any of my mates on that go to Hemel every now and then, if they're at home, let us know, because
Lukey Aaron's actually said congratulations to Lucian, by the way.
I've just remembered they are actually next weekend. Hemel Town are at home.
Yeah,
I have just remembered that.
And Matty Springs there as well.
And Jordan Parks.
And Jordan Parks.
Just need Ramage.
Ramage knows.
We haven't. I was going to say,
he's a centre midfield option. So is Richard Johnson.
Anyway,
we're doing well.
We're doing well. We've got to about 7 minutes to go, and there was only at least 2 Ramage.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It's going to be in the Guinness World Records next week.
Right, this is a fellow Hornet. Go on, show it on the camera.
Show it on.
Well, Lukey Heron, one of the viewers, said congratulations, Lucian. You're on the sofa in another week or so's time talking about Watford as well, bro.
You better make sure you're in.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, it's a red card.
It's on a Thursday. That's back cadets. She won't be at cadets. It's on a Thursday, so we will get. And she's our future technical wizard on here as well.
Oh yeah.
So I'll give her a shout out. But no,
listen, what can you say? Absolutely brilliant. One loss to probably the champions of the league. Let's say.
I know Moobs is going to give us a hard-hitting view about this. I'll tell you what, I don't feel so bad now after watching Stoke.
Yeah.
Because
that's all
after all that hoo-ha, and including me, heavily criticising Watford, and some of it I look back on and say I should have done, because Man City were brilliant. We've already gone on about a whole show about this, but I don't feel so bad now, because they've literally steamrolled everyone they've played, unless you're Bournemouth. Which is 2-1. But we've pretty much spanked everyone, haven't they? And
they have. They've been scoring goals for fun. They are averaging more goals a game than anyone. They're averaging more goals a game, I think, than anyone at any point of the season over the last 20-odd years. They are Man City are currently playing in the Barcelona way.
That's what I said,
Pepper's got them playing the tiki-taka football. and my oh my, it is shockingly dangerous and horrifying that type of football is actually now in the Premier League, and they are steamrolling.
Right. Enough about Watford. Let's get back to Man City. It's all well and good. The opposition. In all seriousness, you look at our home games. We've already had Arsenal. We've had Man City. Okay.
We've had the deluded swattery of Liverpool on the opening day.
Yeah, we've had some good sides. But people say, "Oh well, we've had an easier run away," but the sides we've played are tough teams away. Southampton are no slouches. So West Brom.
United don't just beat Southampton.
United don't just beat Southampton.
And the other thing is, and we always say now in this league, no team is easy. No. There are no easy games. Every game is a tough game.
Well, look at Palace Chelsea.
Exactly. Who had that down? Who had that down for 2-1 yesterday?
Oh, sorry, you missed you. We mean Everton's easy, Barry. You're right there, mate.
We'll get his view on that.
We missed you there. Sorry, mate.
That's in the future. That's in the future.
Yeah. But no, if I've got to sum it up so far this season, absolutely phenomenal, fantastic, enjoyable, excitement. It is so many. There's so many positives. I haven't even got time to list them all.
Just our attitudes.
The attitude. And I even noticed it last night. The body language of the players. You could see it like last season towards the end, despondent, didn't want to know. They were fed up. This season, they're all working together. They're a unit. They're communicating. They're fighting for everything. They're winning everything. And it's that never say die attitude that Silver's installing into them and saying that this is who we are. This is what we're going to do. And I've said it time after time. He's basically saying to them, if you don't want to be part of it, there's the door. Get out, and I don't want to see you again. And and I think all of them have had the wake up call. I said too much last season. There's too many underpaid players. Some of those overpaid players are now actually playing exceptionally well.
Things that we look fitter.
Yep.
We look more at it.
Yep.
We're fighting to the last whistle now. We're not letting our heads drop. And we are at the moment. I know I've said as well. We can't keep doing this, but I'm not complaining at the moment. Mm-hmm. But we are at the moment a last 30-minute side, not in a criticism, in a way that we are not giving up.
Well, I think that's
come back
also
throughout this game.
I think also we've got to look at that and say, what are the opposition throwing at us, and also is that a case of the opposition are tiring out, and we've got a bit more energy in us, and we're saying, you know what, let's kill them, let's hit them hard now. We've done the legwork, we've worn down. Let's finish them. Let's go for the kill. And
go on.
And that's where a lot of our goals are coming from now, because when you see us break out from like a corner or something, they're just all breaking out and suddenly going, one's darting across, the other one's going that way, someone's through the middle, someone runs round the other side of the player, and you're like, hang on a minute, what's this, a blooming invasion or something? Instead of all going forward at one, they're just interchanging and confusing defenders even more, and then all of a sudden you're finding people getting taken out and the rest going, all right, free kick now. You lost the ball, I'll bring it back for a free kick.
I don't want to put a downer on this, but you did see pictures of that, and it's going to happen. The amount of there's Arsenal fans in the Omen. Suggsy's put, sorry, I have to vent this, but tell you what really pisses me off is the amount of Arsenal fans in the Omen when fans like myself who have supported Watford for years and now not fortunate enough to attend all matches due to where they live, work, and have the trouble of getting tickets away. But I know people say that's moaning, but he's got a good point.
He has a fantastic point.
We don't bang on about us not having season tickets, but it's bloody hard getting tickets.
It is hard, and I fully support that argument. And last night to see 2 fights in the space of 5 minutes kick off, literally to my right, but where I was sitting in the stand, to my right, down the front. I think one was near Surin's seat actually.
Oh, really?
I don't know if Surin, if you're still on, if you can confirm if it was. It certainly looked that bit. All of a sudden, a load of them just started fighting, like one fight, and then another load popped up and started having a fight. It was like, what the hell? Where did you get these tickets from? I know people say, "Oh, I can't make it," and everything. Well, ring the club. Tell you what, if you can't make it, ring the club. Just ring the club and tell them, because they will vacate your seat and they'll and look, other Watford fans that are on a waiting list saying, we've now got 3 tickets available in the Rookery End together. Would you like them? Please contact the ticket office.
And also, we don't like
that hard.
Yeah, and also we don't like to say this, but and Suggsy's said this as well, that we've banned the word plastic and Gloria on our forum.
Yeah.
He said it, and we're not saying, oh my God, Sugsy said it, but he is right. You get everyone. We all know this is we are a Watford family, and we don't always say plastic and Gloria. 99.9% of people don't. You always get a few others, and like he says, when he turns up and people say, "Oh, I haven't seen you before," and
exactly.
and this is not, by the way, this is a very, very, very small minority that do this, and there's still people about it. At the end of the day, a lot of people can't afford it to go every week. We always big up and respect. I mean, you go to a lot of the games. We sadly can't go to many games, we tried. But it doesn't make you less of a fan. We've always said this, and as long as you love Watford and you support us, that is enough for us as far as we're concerned. You support the club. You're not plastic. You're not Gloriana. Nothing. We in a way we love the fact we can't get a ticket in the sense that it's so popular. We're getting well supported. Everyone's enjoying it, but we are disappointed we can't get something. But I agree with Sugsy what he's saying, and also
I totally agree. I'm not defending it. It's like I've just said, I just had a little rant.
Yeah.
Please, if you can't make the game and you don't know another Watford fan that wants a ticket, just find the ticket office.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to have a go at you for it. They're going to say thank you very much. We'll sell you a seat.
I think as well, you get a couple, and as I said, I do emphasise only a couple because I don't want to make this to pick out Watford fans. But a couple of them might even hand it to their mates and say, "Look, borrow my season ticket." And he's an Arsenal fan. But the 2 guys that were pictured on one of the forums, I think our forum, didn't actually do nothing. They just stood there. But
yeah, they stood there.
To be honest, in that sense, I'd rather have those sort of ones than the ones you said that were kicking off at the front. Just stand there, be silent. You're not bothering anyone. I know you still should be in that stand. It should be in their way in. But I'd rather have them than the ones that kick off.
Exactly. Fair comment, Sugsy. Fair comment. It's not nice to say.
Well, like Sugsy said, he's closed it down. He says, "I'm over for the Stoke game, so enough of my rant. Come and yours."
Hey, well done, Sam. Well done.
It's always good to vent, mate, and we'll cover everything on it. We always like to be positive on it and promising news and everything. But if it's on your mind, mate, you speak it, and we will discuss it. So that is the thing. And Watford Steve said, totally agree with the plastic comments here. Some people seem intent on proving that they're somehow a better fan than everyone else. We get this, honestly, like we said, the heavy metal thing. We used to get this in, and I'll finish this one off, and you can carry on with something else, but I'll lay this one to bed. We get this with Iron Maiden as well, where you get some people that see a band like 10 times a tour. We've probably seen them a couple of times, and you still go, "Oh, you ain't seen them much, have you?" Doesn't make us less of a fan. Even if you sit here with a stream the whole season long, you don't see us once. You are still as much of a fan as someone sees them 20 times, and he will vouch that for, and he goes to see them God knows how many times a season, and he will always respect you for that.
Yeah, I always go as much as I can.
You support Watford, end of. That's as far as we can see. That's off that topic anyway.
Exactly.
But when's your next game you're attending? Any away games, or is it just plainly just the next home one?
I was going to go to Chelsea, but I've got Oktoberfest in Hemel next Saturday, which means if I end up going to Chelsea, I'm not going to make it back in time for Oktoberfest. So I've decided to knock that one on the head. One I am definitely going to is Newcastle at the end of November. I will be up there, and I will be back on the Sunday for this. I have made that clear because I've already got the train sorted. But yeah, I've got to have a... that is going to be a nice thing. I'm going to have another look at the pictures to see what I can get to. I'm hoping I can do a couple more before the year's out. Who knows? I might be at Everton. I might be.
Join us on the coach.
We
can give you a lift down there. You can come and move.
Well, can I just I'll just finish this off with some news, because we are sort of not avoided it, but because you guys the discussion is just rolled on. Because we've got to close this up very shortly as well, because it's been a good hour. And guys, I know Moves will share this and Dino, but thank you ever so much today. It's been the biggest watched podcast since we started, and I've been checking it as we've been going on. It's been the biggest viewed, the biggest commented as well. So guys, thank you ever so much.
Yeah.
Before
Cheers, boys and girls.
The under 23s. Yeah, sorry, mate. Go on. You
I was just saying, like, your guys for tuning in. You're absolutely brilliant. You're making this better and better.
Yeah. The under 23s unfortunately lost to Charlton in the week. Hayden Mullins, obviously we know, taking over from Harry Gill. His side were sunk by goals from Adeline Brand and Anderson for Charlton. So unlucky, the guys. I mean, I know we had a few positive things about the under 23s are utilising the first team to come back from injury. That helps them as well. So that's obviously a good thing. We've had the likes of Zarate, Will Hughes been playing in there. Pereira when he came back from injury as well.
Carter's featured once or twice.
That's it as well. I mean, it's great. At least Lukaku's getting some games. I know this is. We'll touch upon this issue possibly Thursday and Sunday about Lukaku again. But
with the general talk on the terraces over that one is he's had a massive falling out with Silva, and he has been told.
And Davey Quick said this, but I was going to go, word on Dave, you were quick enough to come up. But they are at home to Colchester tomorrow, guys. It is a bit of a weird kick-off. It's a 2 p.m. kick-off, free entry for season ticket holders, £3 for adults, obviously non-season ticket holders, £3, £1 for under 18s and everyone else. So, guys, if you are off tomorrow, they're playing at the Vic.
Oh, they're at the Vic. Ah, right.
They're at the Vic. So it's £3 for adults, £1 for under 18s. It's at home to Colchester tomorrow. So, you know, like I say, free for season ticket holders, £3 for adults, £1 under 18s. Get down there, 2 o'clock. If you are off, go down there and then message us and let us know how we got on. Muzzy, do a vlog for that, mate.
Muzzy, if you haven't got to go to work, just quickly pop down there, mate. It'd be much appreciated. But
well, I think with that Legends, we'll finish it off in a second now. I think with that Legends talk, and we've got a fire alarm going on. that's probably the whistle to go. But with the Legends thing, I think we're going to put a poll up about this.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with a poll. It's
very close, but
Bravo Kennedy. If you got any other suggestions, put them on there. Like I say, it will run. I'm pretty much going to say it's going to run from tonight until Thursday, till the next podcast on Thursday. So that's how long you guys have got to vote. So everyone, once it goes up, get voting, because whoever gets the most will be going in.
Yeah, Watford Steve, yes. No, I don't think the dinner's burning. We will confirm this. We will be confirming this on Thursday. One of the main topics was the dinner burning. We will get the Barry Johnson Evertonian Toffee TV on here as well. So
and we can confirm Blue Watch are on standby as well. No, Blue Watch, they were getting ready to come up.
Yeah, not Red Watch, Blue Watch.
Yeah, Blue Watch.
So guys, once again, we'll finish this off now. Thank you ever so much on behalf of all us three. I know these guys want to say a parting word as well, but guys, just post all your comments up, even off of podcast, on the podcast, like I say, off the podcast, on the forum. Get all your polls and your opinions in. We'll talk about it either on the forum or during the Thursday and Sunday show. Go on, mate, try and round it off for us.
I'll go round it off, boys. It's been another great podcast. I've loved it. Like Pitch just said, cheers for tuning in, guys. You're brilliant. But I'm going to say it again, like I say it every week. Remember, tell your friends, tell your family, tell the postman, tell the milkman, tell a lorry driver or tell a van driver. If you've got a package coming, tell him. Tell the delivery man. Sign up. Tell everyone to get over to this page, because it is really, really good. I love doing it. Pitch loves doing it. Dino loves doing it. You guys make it what it is as well. So remember, guys, just go and tell everyone to sign up here.
Yeah, and I mean, the more views we get, the more, like I said, the more views we get, the less chance it will fail, like Dino in a free kick ball.
Exactly. That's another one.
So right, remember Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Main topic of discussion is Mood's laughter. The main topic of discussion is Chelsea, and we will get an Evertonian view as well,
and a burnt dinner as well.
And the burnt dinner will be confirmed or not confirmed. Tell the fire brigade Watford Steve, yes you can if you want, mate, but we will confirm that on Thursday. Right, guys, we will put the poll up for the left backs, because we cannot decide, which is a good thing, because you guys have been absolutely awesome with the comments, because we really can't. And Kennedy and Will Frostrom will be very close.
And Robbo.
Robbo was leading at one time.
And Baisley.
So guys, it's good night from him and him.
And it is good night from him.
And him.
And him.
Ciao.